Alhamdulillah. So we thank Allah for giving us this beautiful religion where if your intention is good, anything you do becomes ibadah. It becomes ibadah, and therefore Allah will reward you, inshallah. We continue with our lecture we started before Ramadan about the major sins in Islam that every Muslim needs to avoid. If by avoiding these major sins, alhamdulillah, if you avoid these major sins, you go straight to Jannah. Not only Allah gives you Jannah, He will forgive your minor sins. Minor sins, then no one will escape them. But major sins is up to you to escape them. Don't say qada and qadar. How impolite and disrespectful we are with Allah. We do sin and we say it is qada and qadar. No, we shouldn't blame Allah for what we do, even when it is qada and qadar. We have choice to make. Today, we're going to talk about disrespect to parents and few more, inshallah, if time allows. But many people think disrespecting parents is just bad, awful. But they don't know how awful it is. It's a major sin. It's one thing that throws people to hell. Na'udhu billah. That's why you should make sure that your parents are really pleased with you. Not satisfied, pleased. Satisfied is like, okay, it's satisfactory, 50-50. 50-50 is satisfactory. No. That your father and mother, before they die, they are really, really, alhamdulillah, very proud of you. As a son or daughter, or children, inshallah. So, what does Islam say about disrespecting the parents? Let's see. In Surah Al-Isra, Allah clearly gives us a command not just to be nice to them, but subhanallah, to even do few things for them. And these things, no one can say I cannot do, because they are not material. If material, maybe you are poor, you're really poor, and you cannot look after your parents financially. But these are emotions. Emotional. So, let's see what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us, inshallah, in this regard. The first ayah we learn in Islam about parents is this. Surah 17, Al-Isra, verse 23. وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّهُ. Before Allah spoke about parents, He spoke about Tawheed. Pay attention. Before Allah said, be nice to your parents, extremely courteous, He said, your Lord has ruled, has made a judgment that none should we worship except Allah. That's the first thing He said, before He talked about parents. What does that mean? The ulama said, why Allah didn't start the ayah with, okay, be nice to parents. Like, all you who believe, aqimus salat, establish the prayer. They said, not being respectful to parents is equal to shirk. In which sense? Think about it. Not being kind and courteous to the parents is a form of shirk. What is shirk? Okay, associating someone with Allah. What does that mean? That's a disrespect. You're disrespecting who? Allah is the only one who created you. You're supposed to be extremely courteous and nice to Him. Alone, without anybody near Him, right? Parents are the only people who were reason for you to be born. Doesn't mean you are not nice to others, but every respect should go to them first. So it's a disrespect. Disrespect to parents, in a sense, is exactly like disrespecting Allah Azza wa Jalla. You see why? وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ. Look at the ayah, here it is. And your Lord has decreed that you worship none but Him. The same ayah, same still. And that you be dutiful to your parents. Allahu Akbar. Tawheed and being nice to parents are identical. Who created us? And who brought you to this world? I mean, who did Allah choose for you to come? That man and that woman. No matter what, be nice to them. No matter what they do to you. You have to be extremely courteous and understand their feelings. And not expect them to be exactly as what you want. Very important, my brothers and sisters. You might not understand sometimes why they do certain things. It's not your business. Your business is just to be nice to them. That's all. Don't say why my father is behaving like this. Why my mom is doing like this. Allah will not ask you why you did not know why your father and mother behaved that way. Or said that thing. Or did one thing. Allah will ask you just why you didn't tolerate. Sabr on them. But they are my parents.
But Allah will not question, you mean?
Very good. We'll not question you why you didn't straighten up your mom or dad because they said this. No.
Sheikh, if they show disrespect to Allah by not doing what Allah commands.
Still, we don't fight them. We don't fight them. We don't argue. We don't say, Dad, you are this. Ma, you are. سأستغفر لك ربي. Ibrahim alayhi salam, when he saw his father, enemy of Allah, he was not just making idols. He even threatened him. He said, I will kill you. I will stone you to death. What did he say? سأستغفر لك ربي. That's how I will ask Allah to forgive. And he left. He said, وَهْجُرْنِي مَلِيًّا. Get out from my face, he said to him. The father. وَهْجُرْنِي مَلِيًّا. Migrate, I don't want to see you. What did he say? I don't want to see you either. Thank you very much. Oh, okay, it came from you. You deserve it anyway. You have never been nice to my mom. You have. Did he start opening the old files?
No.
Oh, some of us, the moment, okay, I have also many things to say. No. He said, Dad, I will ask Allah to forgive you. And he left. So, remember, this is your dad and mom. Many Western civilization and Western education has destroyed the image of parents in our minds. Parents are just good to give you. As long as they give you and look after you and understand you and tell you, they are, oh, my father is good. When a father, something bothers him and come home, half of the mind outside and half, I don't know where. We never try to, mashallah. Mother also, she could have, I don't know what, but it's not my job. More than make everything easy for them. Until Allah calls them. When Allah calls them or calls me, alhamdulillah. That's the test. That's the test. Clear, inshallah? I know it's not easy. That's where the pahala is.
It's a test.
It's a big test. It's not just a test. As long, even when they call you for kufr and be nice, don't answer back. Doesn't mean you don't correct them, you don't say that these things are wrong, but the way you correct your father is not like you correct your son or daughter or spouse. No. Clear, inshallah? Let's see what Allah said. So, and your Lord has decreed that you worship none but Him, and that you be dutiful to your parents. If one of them, usually the father, becomes old, usually, because sometimes the man marries a woman younger than him, way younger than him, 10-year difference, sometimes even more. One of your parents become old, reaches the age of old quite earlier than the second one. or both of them, they could be very close to age. Father and mother were almost maybe 1 year difference or same age or whatever. Sometimes the mother is older. Allah says, if one of them or both of them attain old age in your life, actually it's not in your life, that's a wrong tafsir. عندك, while they are living with you. So the right thing to do is that parents live with us. Again, Western education is killing us. Nucleus, family. Any one of us, marry, he wants to go out and live his life with his so-called honey. And who takes care of parents in old age? Huh? Or a maid, maid will not be as nice as daughter or son. Huh? Think about that. That age is coming for all of us. That's why it's good to have children with you. Or parents move to the children's house. Either the house is big enough that one son at least or two live with the parents, with their children, or the other way. The parents make some kind of adjustment in their life and go live with one of their children. It's not wrong. It's not wrong, my brothers and sisters. It will be less stressful that your parents live with you because they are under your watch. Then they are, I don't know where, in a palace by themselves. You even be thinking, is there Hantu in that palace? Chasing my father or mother. Serious. So I am inviting parents also to consider sometimes, make adjustment. Sometimes the kids cannot go, so the parents come. Sometimes no. Some of the children stay from day one with the father and mother. We are now living like the Westerners. Honestly. Everybody leaves the house, and haram. Now, one thing we need to understand. When parents move to live with a child, the spouse of that child, he or she, should really, really appreciate what that person is doing. Because it's not his or her parents. It's your parents. For example, if my parents-in-law move to live with me, it's the duty of my wife to really appreciate, without me asking her, what I'm doing, because it's not my duty to look after them. It's the duty of her sons, her brothers. You got it? Okay. This is very important. If the other way, the wife has also to really appreciate her, the husband needs to appreciate his wife's sacrifice. It's not easy. So I hope, please, we turn to Allah for strength and we really appreciate what our spouses are doing for us, including helping our in-laws. This is very important, my brothers and sisters. And Allah loves those who appreciate. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, what does he say in Hadith Sahih? Man lam yashkur nas, lam yashkurillah. He who does not thank people didn't thank Allah. If you have, mashallah, a helping wife, very loving to your parents, you should really appreciate her and thank her, and vice versa. All right. So, if one of them or both of them attain old age living with you, which is the right thing to do. عندك. He didn't say في حياتك, but the tafsir says in your life, the English. But it's not a good English here. If one of them or both of them, parents, attain old age living with you, عندك. Say not to them a word of disrespect. Cannot say one word. How about sentence? How about yelling? How about an hour of discussion and curse? A word. Such as what? Very good. Which is the easiest word in Arabic to show disrespect? 2 alphabets, oof, which is equivalent today to, oh, always me. In this house there is only me. Yeah, there is you and Goren. Me, Goren. Takbir. La ilaha illallah. So, nor shout at them. Don't shout. Because we tend to shout and answer back the elderly. Simply why? Why? Because they behave like children. Elderly, at certain age, they become like kids. One sweet will make them extremely happy. Take one sweet and give your dad or your mom. One word or one look will offend them so much. They become like children. So my point is this, my brothers and sisters. One day we reach that level if we live long. And you don't understand why your father in old age still wants to drive his car. Although doctors told him, don't. But you might find him still wanting to go jalan jalan. So what to do? You fight with him and say, Dad, you are not listening. Or you tell the family, please, let's make ourselves available. One of us have to be with them. Take him. Not give him a chance because he may say, I don't want to trouble anyone. I'm here. I'm with you, Dad. I take you. Masjid, I take you. Jalan jalan, I take you.
Sheikh,
Yes. Anytime.
sometimes, I mean, I had this particular problem with my father because he had a stroke
Hmm.
and he shouldn't be driving. But for him, it's like, it's taking away his personality or his freedom, independence. And it's such a big thing. He gets very offended at the idea. It's not about
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Okay, you tell him, Dad, it's just I want to be with you. Don't make him feel like he needs you. If that's the excuse, say, no, I need you. I need to be with you, Dad. I need to be with you. Example. Not you need me. Doctor said, I want to spend more time with you, Dad. That's different. Half cup empty, half cup.
Full.
Which one is better? Full. You look so handsome, but if you comb your hair, whoa, you become even triple handsome. Is it better? Or, Dad, you need to comb your hair. And the father said, okay, now he even Takbir. There are ways of speaking. Even children. We better motivate them than break them. So I am saying, if that is, and I understand why some parents do that. For example, my dad, may Allah have mercy on him. He likes to walk. If you bring a Bentley for him when he wants to walk, because it is his passion, and he likes to walk. Alhamdulillah, wallah, he was right. He died walking, by the way. My father, after Salat Asr, he prayed Asr. He's leaving the masjid. He dropped. He told us, I will die standing, inshallah. And he died. Meaning, he likes to walk. So I told my brothers, you offer him, Dad, do you need a ride? When he wants to go somewhere. If he says no, just don't question. He likes to walk, let him walk. But I'm talking about someone very sick, who wants to drive, that's different. So instead of showing him that you are weak, you are no more like before, because he's not accepting that emotionally, in his mind, mentally, he's not accepting that. So you show him that, no, it's me who needs you. Needs to be. Example, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Some of our parents also, may Allah forgive them. When they say something, just go home, relax. So say not to them a word of disrespect, nor shout at them, but address them in terms of honor. And lower onto them the wing of submission. Do you have any wing? No, it's a metaphor, meaning, subhanallah, look at the chicken when she wants to cover her eggs. What does she do? Not only she sits on them, but she opens her wings. And that's how we should be with our parents. Consider them eggs that need to be hatched. So, sabar and rahmah. That's how. وَخْفِضْ لَهُمَا جَنَاحَ الذُّلِّ مِنَ الرَّحْمَةِ وَقُلْ رَبِّ ارْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِي صَغِيرًا. And humility through mercy, and say this dua that every Muslim needs to say. If you never said this dua to your parents, na'udhu billah, you are disobedient to Allah. Because Allah said say. What is that dua? رَبِّ ارْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِي صَغِيرًا. Oh my Lord, have mercy on them the way they raised me when I was a child. Who can tell me why? Why a child?
Careful. With love.
Now, are you a child? But when they raised you when you were a baby, they were more merciful to you. The mother and the father are more merciful to the child when he is little, when he's young. So, oh Allah, please have mercy on them the way they showed me mercy when I was baby. Because now, alhamdulillah, they're not as worried about you as when you were a baby. They still worry, but not like when you were a baby. You can get away with many mistakes when you were a baby, but not now. So that's what Islam teaches us, my brothers and sisters. That's what Islam teaches us. Even when Abu Talib died, the uncle of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam ordered his son, the son of Abu Talib, Ali radiallahu anhu, cousin of the Prophet. He said, "Idhhab wadfin abak." Go and bury your father. You bury him. He's kafir. He's not kafir. You're a Muslim. Go and bury him. You go and bury your father. You didn't say, sorry, he's kafir, don't bury him. No. There are many things still you have to do to your parents, but after their death, you cannot make dua for them. Please, this is very important. Huh? You cannot ask Allah to forgive them. If they die kafir, if they die non-Muslim, if anyone dies non-Muslim, you cannot pray for them anymore. Before they die, you can. Ya Allah guide them, Ya Allah give them shifa, Ya Allah look after them. Luqman, the wise man, advised his son. And in that story of Luqman with his son advising him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said an ayah which is very critical in the knowledge about when we talk about parents. وَوَصَّيْنَا, there is a wasiyah. Allah's wasiyah, you know what is it to humans? Allah's wasiyah is to look after your parents. The wasiyah of God to humans is look after your parents. وَوَصَّيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ بِوَالِدَيْهِ. Allah said, we have enjoined and given a wasiyah on man to be dutiful and good to his parents. His mother bore him in weakness and hardship, upon weakness and hardship. حَمَلَتْهُ أُمُّهُ وَهْنًا عَلَى وَهْنٍ. From the moment she conceived this child, she has been under hardship. Weakness and hardship. Who can tell me where is the weakness? Especially in mother. Where is the weakness? The child feeds himself from where? From the mother. And therefore, he weakens her. That's why most women become weaker than men. If they are close to each other's age. Between a man and a woman, your mother ages faster. Do you know that or not? Look at your mom, look at your dad. Who's still looking like James Bond? Takbir? Why are you laughing? Who told you it's you? Takbir. May Allah bless all our wives and mothers. A woman who has given birth to many kids, many, I mean, 8 and up. That's many, mashallah. Takbir. 2, 3. You just play ping pong, ping pong, ping. Takbir. Some photos I like. The father, the mother, 11 children, like soccer game. So anyways, when a child is feeding, when he's growing in his mother's womb, he gets the food from where? From his mom. So which causes her weakness and hardship. That's why many women faint. That's why many women, mashallah, just the vomiting when she becomes pregnant. That's not a good feeling to have. No one wants to have nausea. No one. Poor women, they go every pregnancy through that and vomiting. So we need to understand that. وهنا على وهن وفصاله في عامين. Pay attention. وفصاله في عامين. عامين, how many? 2 years. In each year, how many months? 12. 12 plus 12? 24. Pay attention, right? 24. That's what the duration of breastfeeding. A woman, when Allah blesses her with a child, she's supposed to breastfeed for 2 years. 2 years. Until after 2 years of his birth, she can stop feeding him, and she should. But his right over her, if alhamdulillah she's healthy and she has enough milk, is to feed him. And not to deprive that child from that. It's his right over you as a mother. It's not the right of your son, sister, that you work, or your daughter, that you go work. His right on you is to feed him, and play with him, and be there for him. This is why so many children don't feel attached to their mothers. Because the mother neglected during breastfeeding. Especially breastfeeding. And then the mother starts crying, why my son doesn't like me? Why? You still ask him? Most sisters who ask me this question, I said, did you tell me the truth? Were you working when? She said, yeah. Okay, work. Take most of your... He doesn't need you only at night. Your baby needs you also during daytime. Good
Okay,
girls.
in Arabic, in his winning, and his winning is in 2 years. The Arabic actual meaning, is it a maximum limit or a...
Maximum 2 years.
Because some...
You cannot breastfeed him more. If you do that, he becomes...
different...
you spoil him. He's like an egg, subhanAllah, an egg. You cannot, the chicken cannot sit on it more than 21 days. Otherwise it will spoil. It will not hatch. You know that or not? You should just give enough time. Anishkurli, look at this. After this, thank me, Allah said, and thank your parents. Why again thank me? And parents. Remember Tawheed? Your judge has ruled, Surah, the previous ayah, Surah Al-Isra, verse 23. Didn't Allah say, your Lord has decreed and ruled that none should be worshipped but Him? And be dutiful and nice to your parents? And now, even in the shukr, you should thank me and thank your parents. You should thank me and thank your parents. Ilay al-masir, to me is your destination. All of you will come back to me, parents and children. And when we go back to Allah, and Allah asks us about our parents, what do we say? I never understood what they wanted. My father was really tough. I never figured out what he wants. No. Ya Rabbi, I did my best. I did my best. And He tells you if you did good or not. You may say, I did my best. He will tell you if you did good or not. Because look, there are those who are, na'udhu billah, disobedient to their parents. We don't talk about them. There are those who do good to their parents, but only after parents ask. There are those who do things to their parents even without parent asking. You somehow like understand them. You cater their needs. Whether they need or not, you are always there. These are the good ones. These are birrul walidain. Abrar. May Allah make us amongst them. And as you do your parents, it will be done to you. Please remember this. Your children are watching you. Our children are all watching us. If they see us speaking nice about our parents to them, then they will grow up talking very nice to us and about us. If they see us, Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam says, whoever shows gratitude to Allah and neglects his parents will not have his gratitude accepted. If you thank Allah so much, but you never thank your parents, and not once or twice. One way to thank parents is not to marry without their will. You have to let them be part of the decision making for your marriage. You cannot go fall in love, play Hollywood, Bollywood movie, and bring someone and say, this is the one I want to marry. Father and mother may not say anything, agree, but they did not agree actually. And this is why many marriages are breaking, because the father and mother from day one, they were not rida. The Prophet ﷺ said, Allah's satisfaction is the parents and His wrath is theirs. You want Allah to be pleased with you? Make your parents pleased. You want Allah to be angry with you? Just make your parents angry. Khalas. If your parents are rida you, Alhamdulillah, Allah will rida you. So we are using now the word rida in English. If Allah ridas you, it's because of your parents already rida you. Even Fir'aun, Allah didn't destroy him in one narration until his mother died, because he was nice to his mom. Fir'aun was ugly. He claimed to be God, but he had something good in dunya. He was very nice to his mom. Allah didn't destroy him under the sea until his mom died. Meaning now he has no khalas, nothing good in this dunya.